many companies are out of alignment with the ways that people buy. And I want to illustrate that by asking a couple of questions, and I'm going to predict the answers. Here are my predictions of the answers. They're going to be 2, 115, 195. Let's see how close I am. My first question is, in the last 1 or 2 months, either privately, based on buying something for yourself or your family, or professionally, buying something for your organization, for your company, have you bought a product or service as a result of receiving a direct mail advertisement from the post office? Raise your hand really high if you bought a product or service in the last 2 months because of a direct mail. Really high in the air. Look at that. Look around the room. It's exactly 2%. Would you not agree? I'm already accurate here. My next question, in the last 2 months, 1 to 2 months, privately or professionally, have you purchased a product or service as a result of receiving a cold call from a salesperson? Raise your hand really high if you can answer yes to this. I see one person, another person. I'm going to call that 1% of the room. I'm so accurate. How about this? The last 2 months, privately or professionally, have you bought a product or service as a result of seeing an advertisement in a magazine, radio, television, newspaper? Raise your hand really high so I can see them. Everyone look around the room. Would you not agree that's 15%? Oh my gosh, how does he mind read, you might ask. My next question, my most favorite. In the last 2 months, privately or professionally, to buy a product or service that you are interested in, have you bought that as a result of going to Google or another search engine? Raise your hand really high and look around the room. Cello, your hand is not in the air. Okay, so we got 100%, I think. 100% of the people in the room. Next question. Last 2 months, privately or professionally, to buy a product or service, you were tapping your online network of friends, of colleagues, of family members, and you ask them, hey, I'm thinking about buying this product or service. Can you give me an advice? Do you have it? Can you recommend a company? Something like that. And you used an online way to reach your friends, family members, colleagues. It could be email, Skype, instant messaging, LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, anything like that. Can you answer yes to this question? It's my proxy for social media. Okay, I'm going to say it's a little bit less than 95. I'll call it 75, so I was pretty accurate. Oh my gosh, David, how did you guess? Here's the thing. So many companies are doing the first 3 things, and they're out of alignment with the ways that people buy. They're not investing enough time to reach people as they're looking for a product or service. They're not investing enough time when people are engaged. The reason I knew the answers is I've asked these series of questions hundreds of times in rooms like this. They're always the same. Doesn't matter what type of product, doesn't matter what type of service. Because you need to be in alignment, but most companies are out of alignment. People hate to be sold to, and so many companies are trying to sell to them.